Once upon a time, there was a company on the verge of becoming bankrupt. This company then made one of the most important RPGs of the 8-bit era, which saved the entire company from going under. This company, believe it or not, was Squaresoft, and the game they made was Final Fantasy I for the NES. In a time before the otakus, the furries, and the creepy fanfic writers. In a time where a game could just simply be a game, there was Final Fantasy I. In this universe, the Earth is dying and the wind has stopped. It's then up to 4 warriors who each possess a magical orb and each have names containing 4 or less letters to save the world. This is where the game starts and you get to choose your party's classes. There's 6 classes total, but you only get to create 4 characters, meaning you need to at the very least decide which 2 classes are completely useless to you. I personally chose 2 sword-wielding douchebags, known in the game as fighters, Link and Dirk. 2 guys who'll just go and swing wildly and recklessly. Then I chose 1 badass who not only uses swords, but can use healing magic and damage magic. This class is an indecisive jack of all trades, and everything about it is completely badass. The class, of course, is the Red Mage. I named him Red. Finally, I needed a dedicated healer. Someone who can just be a walking potion, also known as a White Mage. Of course, I thought of everyone's favorite potions master, Snape, or in this case, Snap, because of the 4-character limit on names. As for the other classes, Black Belts and Thieves are completely useless until later on in the game. Black Mages are useful, but they don't have the versatility of the Red Mage, so instead of the Black Mage, I went with the Red. Before you start writing hate mail to us, please note that just because we're not using one of these classes, doesn't mean that they're bad. I've seen full Black Belt parties, full Thief run-throughs, and everything works well if you play enough. However, the party setup for these rants is just simply the party that I've always used. The adventure begins with our heroes entering the Kingdom of Conaria. It's here they find out that the princess has been kidnapped. So you and your party go out to save the princess. Or at least that's what the king thinks. We'll get to the whole save the princess thing eventually, but first, time to go shopping!
Do the impossible, see the invisible. Row, row, fight the power. Touch the untouchable, break the unbreakable. Row, row, fight the power.